Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly message. I'm Jelaila Star. Man, I can't talk today. Okay. Today's topic is Elenin and Nibiru, but this time we're talking about what comes next. But before we talk about what comes next, let's talk about what just happened. Back on September 26th, we had the closest alignment to comet Elenin that we will have, and we got through it. We are still here. The planet is still intact. Yay! Now, you know, I was reading on a couple of different forums. I'm in this one forum for Dinar Guru. It's for people who are purchasing Iraqi dinar or dollars because that currency is about to revalue. And there's a guy in there who's an insider, and supposedly an insider in the government. And he reports on, the latest intel. So he said on September 26th, the RV isn't going to happen today. RV meaning revaluing of the dinar. It is not going to happen today because certain government people are in underground bunkers awaiting the passing of a comet. And of course, everybody else on the board goes, what is he talking about? And I'm thinking, you always wonder if some of these insiders are really insiders. That guy's truly an insider. He's truly within the government because they would not have known that. He would not have known that unless he was. And he said that they were on DEFCON 1, which means they were all in the underground bunkers. And Obama was in Denver at that time. So I can't help but wonder if he was in the underground city beneath, the Denver airport. Anyway, they were expecting these major catastrophes to happen. And all along I felt it was going to be okay. I did not feel it was going to be anything bad. Of course, that was a gamble, but then I'm a gambler. So it was. Yes, there were some changes. There was power outages all over the world reported. There was red dust, which is iron oxide, reported in, I think, South America, maybe Brazil or someplace like that. And iron oxide is that red dust that comes down and turns the water red, like water to blood. I think that's what happened at the time when they were coming out of Egypt, because that was a passing of Nibiru at that time, and or a comet of some kind at that time. And so there were those. But I do not have any reports of any major earthquakes or tectonic plate shifts or inundations of any coastlines as a result of Elenin's passing. So it was pretty mild. Now, if you recall what the Nibiruans had told us, they said, if you get through September, you'll be okay. And what they meant, as I explained in last week's message, is that Nibiru's passing will be minor as well. It isn't because of anything they've done. It is because of what we as a population have done. We here on Earth, we have removed enough negativity out of our mass consciousness grid to not pull in a catastrophic event. So we have ourselves to congratulate. They didn't do it for us. We did it for ourselves, and that's exactly what our souls had chosen to do. We wanted to try and get it right this time, and we did. So what comes next is Nibiru. It is not, a lot of people are saying that Nibiru came, at the time of Elenin. No. That was not Nibiru. When Nibiru comes, you will know Nibiru's coming, because it is huge. And it will have a bigger impact. Even its mild cleansing will be a challenge. So people ask, well, okay, what can I do to make certain that my area, that I'm safe, and is my area going to be one that's affected in the mild cleansing? Well, no off-world group worth their salt can tell you, what areas, whether you're going to be safe or not, because that really depends on you. But what they can do is give you guidelines. So here are some guidelines to determine whether your area is potentially going to be involved in the mild cleansing. And then I'll explain to you what you can do if it is. All right. First of all, if it's in an area of fragile tectonic plates, you may be part of the mild cleansing. If it is if it's a coastal area in the southern hemisphere, you may be part of the mild cleansing because Nibiru comes from the south, so it's going to pull on the tectonic plates in the southern hemisphere, known as the Ring of Fire. And also, if you are in a area that is densely or sparsely populated, but emits a high level of negative energy, you might be affected. So with those guidelines in mind, if you find that you are in an area like that, then what can you do? You ask your guides to show you what steps you need to take to survive that, if it is for your highest good. So that could mean that you move. It could mean any number of things. But whatever it is, say that you are open to doing whatever it takes, regardless of what that looks like or regardless of how much you are going to hurt leaving a place that you love. If you want to survive, if you want your family to survive, you've got to be willing to follow your guidance. That simple. Okay. That's all I really wanted to say today. That's what's next. We have to keep listening. We got to keep going through our emotional clearing. Keep clearing. Remember, one person clearing a layer off an emotional block can drop a tidal wave by 50 feet. I think that's pretty amazing. So it doesn't matter, whether you feel that you have to have lots of people clearing or not. Everybody who clears is removing energy from the grid that needs to be removed. And the more we remove negative energy from the grid, the more we shift the grid upward, the more we raise our frequency, and the less need we have to draw in a catastrophic event. The Nibiruans would love to see the passing of their world be a minor event here on Earth. They would love that. That's why they came early. That's why they worked on the templates. They worked on the future timelines. They worked on all the areas that could create a potential problem in the future to help minimize everything. And now they've kind of like, okay, now it's up to you. We've done all that preliminary foundation work, and now it's up to you. So emotional clearing is the key to a mild passing of Nibiru and to your personal safety. So on that note, a lot of people asked me if I was going to be rescheduling my retreats and rescheduling my workshops and things like that. And for a while, I wasn't going to do it. I was done. I was going through grieving. I'm still going through grieving. But it's time for me to get on with my life. So November 4th through 6th, I will have an emotional clearing workshop here. Here is your opportunity to come and get coaching and support and actually do a lot of clearing in a 3-day period. It will be from Friday to Sunday. You have 30 days to get registered. There's only 12 spots available. That's all I'll take in a workshop here at my house. So if you want to do that, get on my website, give me a call, send me an email, and get registered. Okay. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. So I will talk to you next time. Take care. Have a great week.